Hi, I'm Paul Opoya, your design pro. Welcome to this episode of ArchiCAD. In this particular episode, we are going to learn how to furnish our floor plan. That is how to add the furniture inside the house, and also how to arrange different furniture in our floor plan. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tutorials, and also to turn on your notification for daily updates. Let us start right away. We are going to start by knowing where we get the furniture from. So we use the object tool. Under object tool, that's where we shall find the furniture. Actually, that is where we find our libraries in ArchiCAD. So let us start right away. The object tool, it is under design, so you come under design. In case you have not clicked on it, you simply click on it, you drop down. Then the object tool, it has an icon of a chair. It is right here. So you simply click on it once, or you can double tap on it. So when you double tap on it, it automatically opens the library browse like this. Or let us assume you've clicked on it once, you'll come under here where there is the dialog setting, or you can type Ctrl+T on the keyboard. That is the setting of the selected or of the selection. So you can simply come, click on this chair icon, then to display the dialog box for the object tool. Then you come under libraries, this first one, then you click on it. Under libraries, we have embedded libraries, loaded libraries. This is when maybe you have your own libraries you loaded into the project. This is where they will appear. Then we also have a basic library. Under basic library, you have furnishing, windows. So for the windows, those are specific windows, building structures, cladding, concrete structures. Then under concrete structures, you have beams, columns, foundation. These are all under the object tool. Then there is also modeling, still under structure. Then you find the steel structure. The lot you can find under the object tool. But for this particular episode, we are looking at furniture. So under basic library, there is furnishing. You can simply come to furnishing. So when you come to furnishing, there is appliances, bathroom accessories. Then you find beds, cabinets, stroke shelves. Then we have chairs, couches and sofas. Then you have also decoration, furniture layout. There is a lot. Then kitchen cabinets. These are all under furniture. Then there is also kitchen furniture. There is a lot you can find there. That is if you want to explore your furnishing library. Or if at all specifically you know what you want. For instance, let me say we want a couch. You can simply come under the search tab here up. You click on it, then you just type what you want. Let me say I want a sofa. You can simply type SOFA, that is for sofa. Then to display the sofas we have as default in our libraries. These are quite a number of sofas that we have in our libraries. So if you want a couch, you can still just simply type couch. Couch. They will simply bring you the couches we have in the library. But if for instance you don't know what exactly maybe you first want to explore your libraries and look through and see what can work for you best, that's when you can go that long process of coming here under libraries. Then under basic library, you look for furnishing, simply like this. Under furnishing, we have chairs. You come to chairs, then you look through, they will give you all that. But if at all you know what exactly you want, you can just simply type it here, then ArchiCAD will bring it for you. So Let me first close this. Let us start by furnishing the living room space. This is our living room. We are going to have here simple dining. Then we are going to have, this is our kitchen. This is our pantry, our common washroom. Then we have this as a study room. Then this is a guest bedroom, which is self-contained. Let us start by furnishing our living room. So I'll come under design, I click on the object tool, or I double tap on it so that opens at once. So I'll come and type, we need sofas in our living room. So I'll type sofa, then I come look through for any I can use. Let me click on this L-shaped sofa. I click on it. So it has also its settings, as you can see. But let us first put this as default. Then we shall look through the settings we can have. Okay. Then let me say I have my sofa there. I escape. So this is my L sofa. I want to rotate it. So after clicking on it, I type Ctrl E, that is for rotation, or I can right click on my mouse, then I come under move, then the rotate tool is here, so I can click on that and I can simply come rotate my couch like that. So if I want to move it, I can just pick this point, then I use this move tool. This one drags entirely the whole sofa, so I can place this right there. Then also under settings, let me say you've clicked on it, you can type Ctrl T on the keyboard, or you right click, then you come click on object selection settings. That is the first option. Once you click on it, it will display these settings. So you can adjust these, the armrest, the backrest, the armrest. You can play around with this. So when you go to the next setting, we have the main seat number. You can also add, these ones are 3. Let me first move this dialog box. It is telling us there's 3. If you want them 4, the number of seats, okay, it will give you 4 partitions. So for that, you have to also make sure you play around with the length of the couch. That you can change it from here, maybe from 2.5, let me say to 3 meters. Then you have something like that, so that you make something uniform. So also I can click on it, Ctrl T still, for the settings. If I want them 5, that means I'll have to increase also the length of the couch. So you can have here this L-shaped sofa. For the settings, the seat base height, the here, you can play around with them. They have to be ranging from 70 to 290. Then also the leg height. But these are standard settings for a normal couch. Unless you want a customized one, that's when you can play around with all these. So when you go also in front, there is the lot of the leg style. You can play around, change all these. If you want them to be a wheel, you can change. Maybe if you go with that, it will of course change, but that can be seen in the 3D. Then when you move in front under 2D detail level, now we can give it symbolic. We can make it symbolic. So in 2D, we are viewing symbol. Then 3D, we have to make sure it is full. That means whatever change we are doing will appear fully in the 3D. Then also this one, this is the contour pen, which is the green. You can change the 2D color by clicking on this. Maybe we can give it this gray. We can give it this gray. Then you can go to the next one. Here is where you also can change the armrest. you can change their thickness, that is the width. Then when you go in front, yeah, these are default ones, you don't have to change anything. Then under model, this is where you change the couch color. You come here, you change the material, yeah, but we can leave that gray. So there are a lot of settings you can play around with your furniture. So you can we can come and click on OK, just like that. So the color of our couch has changed to gray in 2D, as you can see. Yes, so I'm going to need also just a single sofa around here. So I'll come back the object tool, I click 2 times, then I'll come here, I'll type sofa. So for the sofas, these are the sofas we have. So I can have this 2-seater. Can have this 2-seater there. I say okay. Come, put it right there. I move it a little bit, maybe somewhere here. I move it up to there. So for this one, I click on it, I Ctrl T for its settings. I want to give it a uniform color, the way you see we have given this gray. So I'll look for contour pen. I'll come under the sofa settings. I move around this. So the contour pen is right here. I click on it. I give it the same pen. Further settings, we can leave them. For this, we want it symbolic. So it will have to show that symbol. So there are a lot of symbols you can play around with. You can either choose this. So when you come and click on OK, it will give us our couch like that. Then also the next thing we can add on in our living room, we can add a center table around here. So I'll come back under to my object tool, I click on it, I'll come under this icon, or I type Ctrl T on the keyboard, so it will display the dialog settings. So I'll come look for table, I type in table to be specific. So I can go with this table, the coffee table. So I can click on it, I say enter, I can place it right there. So I'll give it also gray color. I click on it, I Ctrl T for its settings. I come under 2D representation, I click on it, we are having the contour pen. So we are simply going to change this to that gray we are using. I say okay. So we have our center table like that. Then here you can play around with the width and also its length. Then this is also the height, but we can go with the default ones. Maybe to just show you that this can change. Let me say in case we have given it 600 for the width, it will reduce, as you can see. Then maybe if you want to reduce also the length, maybe to 1 meter, it will be like that. Yes, so we have something like that. Then now we need also, we are going to have our entertainment set this side, where we are going to have our TV screen around there. So I'm going to come back under to my object tool, I click on it, I come and click on this. Under table, I'm going to need a TV table. There is this one, can work also as our TV stand. Then you play around with the settings. Let me look through if we can get one which is convenient for TV stand. So we can use this to act as our TV stand. I click on it, I say okay. I'm going to come, I put it right there. I have to rotate it. Rotation is Ctrl R on the keyboard. So I'll do like this, I rotate it at 90, so I'll have to move it to the center here. I come click on this, so I can simply move it. Then I can play around with these settings. Maybe I want to change the length. Let me give it 1.5. That is the length. Then the width, we can leave it to be 450. I'll type Ctrl T for the settings. Remember, we are using the same paint color for all our furniture. So I'll come under the settings. I'm going to look for the 2D representation, and I come under contour pen. I'll simply give this gray. This is the gray we are using. So I'll click on it, then come OK. So I'll have our TV stand like that. Then we shall need maybe a TV also on our TV stand. So when you click on our TV stand, its height is 380. Then the base offset is at 100. But we need our base offset to be at 0. That is the ground. So that means our table is starting from the ground. Now we can give it a height of 450. No, 400. Can give it 400. Yeah, now we need also a TV on the TV stand. Just to make sure, I click on the TV stand to check for its height, which is 400. That means our TV should start at 400. That should be the base offset. So I'll come back to the object tool. I double click on it. Then I can simply come here, type TV. So under TV, we have the TV panels. Then there's also this TV. This is a frame. It's a TV stand. Then we also have this mounted TV stand. Then the one we had used. So we want a TV. We are going to go with this first one. Then also the shapes are here, rectangular. Yeah, then for other settings, you can come check through here. This is the screen. That is for the display, or you can customize. Then you change all these for the width. You can play around with all these settings, but let's click on OK for the default one. So I'll put it right there. Then I'll have to rotate the TV so that it faces this side. For the base offset, you change it to 400. So I'll Ctrl E for rotation, or Ctrl R. Yeah, you can, let me Ctrl Z. You can either type Ctrl R or Ctrl E. That is for rotation. So when I type still Ctrl R, it will still give me the rotation. So I have my TV rotated at that angle. Maybe to just center it. When I move it, this is my center of the table. So remember, we are giving all our furniture the same pen white or pen color. So I'll come click on it, then Ctrl T for the settings. So I'll come under 2D detail level. Then the contour pen is what I change. So we are using this one. That gray is the one we are using for all our furniture. Okay. Yeah, we shall have our TV like that. Then now we are coming to the dining area. We are going to have our dining table here plus the seats. We are going to do the same. You come under the object tool, you double tap on it, you come and just type here dining. What's the spelling of dining? This is the spelling of dining. So we have this dining table, the rectangular one. We also have the round one for the table. Or in the same way, if maybe your space is small, you can simply just put a table, then put seats around it to come up with your dining table. So I'm going to click on this rectangular dining table. I click on it. I say OK. I come and put it right there. So I can move it, then maybe I can rotate, Ctrl R. I do this, I rotate it up to there. So we have our dining right there. Can move it to this point. So when you click on it, you can as well play around with its length and also its width. Yeah, but since it is a 6-seater, these are the standard dimensions of the size of a 6 dining table. Then the base offset, of course, it has to be 0, so that starts from the ground. Then also when you click on it under Ctrl T, that is for its settings, or you right click, then you come to object selection setting, you click on it. So you can adjust on the number of chairs. Let me say in case I uncheck this chair on the right, it will go with that, so I'll have 5 seats. Then maybe if I uncheck this, I'll have 4 seats, as you can see. So when I type OK, it will have 4 seats, so it will become a 4-seater. Yeah, maybe we can leave it to be a 4-seater, or to go back to a 6-seater, simply type Ctrl T on the keyboard. Then I place these chairs there. Yes, then also when you drop down here under chair, we have a wheelchair option. So that is in case you want to have this as a wheelchair, you here to make it a wheelchair. Or if you want these two, you come here, you click on wheelchair. You should also have this as a wheelchair. Or if they're just normal chairs, you leave them to be normal. Yeah, this can apply in case there is someone disabled. Yeah, you show that to be a wheelchair so that the person is also catered for. Then now we are going to change also the line pen. We are giving them gray. So I'll come under 2D detail level. This we are using symbolic. Here you can choose the type of symbol you want to appear on the chair. We can leave the default one. Then 3D, you have to make sure it is full. Then under the contour pen, we are changing it to this gray. Yeah, you can give it any color, but for me I prefer to have gray for my furniture. And I come, I simply click on OK. I'll have my dining table like that. Then now we shall have to move to the kitchen. So for the kitchen, we are going to do the same. I'll come to the object tool, I click on it, double click, and I'll come and look for or type in kitchen layout. So for the kitchen layout, we have this one. This is the one we can customize. So when I click on it, then I apply, I say OK. It will give me this kitchen layout, as you can see. So for the kitchen layout, we have these are our cabins, we have the worktops, then we have also the sinks around here, then we have the fridge, the freezers, then also we have oven, then also the dishwasher. So when I'm to look at our kitchen, we are going to have a U-shaped layout of the kitchen. So when you click on it, then you Ctrl T, the shapes are here for the layout. You can have L-shaped, you can have U-shaped, you can have a straight one, then you can have an island, then maybe you can customize. But let us go with the U-shape. So we have our U-shape like that. So when you come for other settings like this, so this one will show you the cooktops. The cooktops, we have one, which is this one. Then it is wall mounted. Then also the whole top height, that is okay. Then you need a fridge on it. We have a refrigerator, we have it also, which is right here. Then also for the sinks, we have it here. If you want them to be more than one, you can simply put maybe 2. These are all settings you can play around with. So it will give you 2 sinks also here, but for this particular one we need only 1 sink. You can have this one. Then for the dishwasher you have one, the washers, then the oven. So let me move this layout into our kitchen so that we do the heads exactly from here. So I'll come move this up to here. It is exactly at that. Then I'll have to move this, let me see, up to somewhere there. Then I'm going to need the sink to be around our window. So I'll click on this. I'm going to move this sink. I'm going to move it here. I want to have the sink there. And I'm going to have the cooktops here. So for that one to move with that, then now let me move this inside a bit. And we can have this to stop somewhere there. Then this one, these are cabinets. These are all cabinets. So we can also reduce on them, maybe up to somewhere there. Then I'm going to need this fridge to be, I'm going to need the fridge to be here. So when I have my fridge there, I'm going to move this up to the fridge so that I only have this as the fridge. So now we may have to remove also the oven since our kitchen is small. I Control T for the settings. I come and uncheck the ovens. Then I say apply OK. So the oven has gone. The remaining, we have also the dishwashers, but we may also go with them since our kitchen space is small. Control T for the settings. I uncheck the dishwashers. I apply to go away. Then I also have to move, I'll move this here. This is a cabinet. This is a base cabinet. I will move it to replace the washer there. And I can move this cooktop around there. So I'll have my kitchen layout like this. The next thing I can do under the settings is to give it a uniform pane for all the furniture we are putting. So I click on it, Control T for the settings. I come look for 2D detail level. We want this to be by MVO, that is okay. The contour pane, remember we are using the same one, which is this one. Click on it, I say okay. So we shall have our kitchen also sorted in that way. So next, let us furnish our pantry, which is this one. For the pantry, we are going to only need shelves inside it and also maybe cabinets. So I'll come on the object tool, I double click on it, then I'll come, maybe choose for any cabin or cabinet I'll need in my pantry. Let me type cabinets. These are the cabinets that we have. Let me type kitchen cabinet. I see. So I think we can go with maybe this one. Then you can also add on a counter if you want. So the counter, you can see it has added on top. So maybe I can say okay. I come, I'll have this at the corner since it is a corner cabinet. I can have it Control D to drag it. If I have it there, then I'll have to reduce on this up to there. Then I can move this up to there. So I'll come click on it, Control T for the settings, but we need to add on the number of segments. Remember, yeah, the default one has one segment. maybe we can have 4 segments. Yeah, these are the segments. We are going to give them equal heights. You check on that. Then you go in front also. Then the carcass thickness, yeah, you can leave this. Then single opening doors or uniform functions, you can just leave it to be uniform. Then the counter, you can play around with this if you want a sink on them. Yeah, but for this case, we don't need the sinks. So I have to look for the counter, for the thickness, the whole here. You can play around with all these settings. Then for the sinks, if in case you have clicked, there are styles here for the sink. Yeah, but we don't need a sink in our pantry. So I uncheck this. Let me now look for I want to change also these panels. So for these solid panels, I can go with this, something like this. This is nice. I apply. Yeah, of course, they will not show on our 2D, but they can be seen in the 3D. So I Control T. Let me change the pen color since we are using gray, so that we are uniform. I'll come here under 2D representation. I'll come, click on this. I'm going to give it this gray we are using. Then cabinet, we also drop down, we give it the same pen. Then also for the carcass, we're also going to give it the same pen. You click on that, you say OK. You apply, so we have our cabin like this. Then maybe you can change the width from 710, we can give it 600. 600 is small, we can give this 700 instead of just 710. You can have 700. Then for the base we want it at 0. Then the height we can give it 1.5, so that we have something like that. Then we are going to have the same also on this side. I simply click on it. So to mirror a copy, it is Ctrl-Shift-M, that is for mirroring. Ctrl-Shift-M, then I'll mirror it like that. So we shall also have this one at that. Ctrl-D to move it at exact, to make sure it is like that. So we shall have our pantry organized in that way. Yes, then the next, this is the common washroom. We are only going to have the toilet inside here. We are not going to have the shower here. We are going to have the toilet and also the wash and basin. We are going to put it around here. So I come back to my object tool. I double click on it. So I'm going to look for the toilet. I can simply type toilet or WC. They will give me the toilet. This is for the disabled. There is this one, there is this. Maybe we can go with this one. Click on it. I say OK. I place it somewhere here. I drag it, Ctrl-D. I'll put it there. Then to change also its pane, so that is uniform, Ctrl-T. I come under here, let me check, under 2D detail level for the contour pane. I'll click on that, then come check on this gray, the uniform one that we are using. I say OK. So we shall have our toilet like that. Maybe we can have a small wash and basin inside it. So I will come on my object tool still. I double click on it, then I come type in basin. So for the basin, we have the corner basin, we have this one. Maybe we can go with this basin. Then if you want it to be a round one. You can choose this. You want it, this one is for disabled, but I can go with the rectangular one. I click on it. Let me change the pen to be gray at once. So I'll say okay. I will have this around here. Control R for rotating. I'll rotate it like that. Click on this, then I move it somewhere there. Then we shall also need another one here. We can have the same like this. I Control Shift D. That is for dragging a copy. Then I come place it here. Control R for rotation. I rotate it at 180. Then I come move it to this wall. So we shall have also a ocean basin here. This can serve people at the dining, at the same time someone just moving around here. For this one, maybe we give it a round one, a small one. Control T. So I'll choose, I'll come back, I choose this one, the round 2. I apply. So you can have it like that, so that is not the same with this. Then this is our first bedroom, the guest bedroom. So we need a bed in it. So I'm going to do the same. I come the object tool, I double tap. I'm going to type in bed. So there are quite a number of beds we can have. There is this bed double. There is also this double bed. Yeah, you can choose any that can work for you. Maybe we can choose this one. I say apply. Okay. And I'll come click on this, Control D. That is for dragging. I drag it, then I type Control R for rotating. I rotate it at 90. I'm going to move it to be here on this wall, so that when we enter we can easily access our washroom and also the window. So I'm going to change the pen color, so that is gray, the gray we are using. So I'll come to the contour pen, I drop down, I choose this gray, I say okay. We have it like that. Then this is our washroom for this bedroom. So I can simply come drag a copy of this. Toilet, I come Control R, that is for rotating. I rotate it. Maybe I have it at that point. Then we also need a shower and a wash and basin. We can have this same wash and basin. I click on it, Control Shift D. That is for dragging a copy. I'm going to have it here. So Control R, that is for rotating. I come rotate it at 90. I move it here. Then for the toilet, yeah, we can have it there. Maybe if I can move it in the middle. Then we need also a shower in our washroom. So I'll come back to the object tool. I double click on it. I come type shower. You can type shower or tray. For the shower, they are here. These are the shower cabins. Maybe you can choose any of this, or just the shower kit. Then the shower tray. Yeah, we can just click on the shower kit. I choose any of these. There is this style 4, style 3, style 2. You can choose any. Maybe for style 2, then you say okay. Style 2. Control T. Let me see style 4, how it appears. It appears like that. Maybe we can go with Control T. We can go with style 1. Let me see how it appears. Yeah, we can go with style 1. I'm going to have to rotate it, Control R, rotate it at 180 so that it faces the other side. So I can simply have our shower here. Then I Control T, I want to change the contour plane. This is under 2D. So I'll drop here. I come choose this pen, the gray one. This is what we are using for all our furniture and fittings. So I'll click on that. I say apply, okay. So we have our washroom like that. Then for the study room, we shall only need maybe an office table and a bookshelf. So I'm going to do the same. I come to the object tool, I click on it, double click, then I type in shelves. I have to be specific, I say bookshelf. For the bookshelf, I can go with this. I say okay. Let me first change the contour pen before I forget. We are using the gray one. That is okay. I put it there. I'm going to have a bookshelf on this wall. So I come, Control D. Maybe I move it there, then Control R for rotating. I rotate it at 90. Control D for moving. Or I can simply come, click on this, then I move it. So I need a copy. Right click, go to move. I'm going to drag a copy, or Control Shift D, that is the shortcut. So I'll click on that, come, I move this also here. So we have our bookshelves like that. Then I'm going to need an office table inside here. So I'm going to do the same, come to the object tool, I double click, and I can type office. So for the office, we have office tables here. There is this, but I can go with this one. This can work for us. You can go with style 3 or style 4. Don't forget to change the contour pen. They have to be uniform. So under 2D representation, we change this to that gray we are using. I say okay. We can come and have this around our window. Then we are going to need just an office chair. So I come, double click on the object tool, can choose any of these chairs. Maybe I can go with this, click on it. I make sure I change the contour pen. We are using the same. I say okay. I put my seat there. So we have this as our study room stroke office. Maybe you can have some small chairs outside our veranda. So I'll come, click on this. I'm going to look to just type here chair. So they'll give me a lot of chairs. So I look through. I say suitable chair, can go with this. Then I change the contour pen to gray. Then 2D detail level, we need this to be symbolic. Then you can look through for the symbol you want to use. For that one, it is okay. Click on OK. So we can have these chairs. Maybe I can Control R. I rotate this at 45. Just type in -45. Like that. So we can have one here. Then I Control Shift M. That is for mirroring a copy. So I can mirror it at this. So we also have a set there. Then I'm going to need a round table or stool here. So I come back to the object tool. I double click on it. I'm going to type in table. So under tables, I can go with this or with this. The coffee table can go with this. I go with that. I say okay. Then the base offset should be 0. Even this, the base offset should also be 0. Hold on Shift, I select multiple, I give them 0. Then this, I have to change it. Now this was the height, 300, then the radius, I can give it 500. Can have something like that. Then the pen, don't forget we are using a uniform one. So under 2D, the contour pen, but we are using this gray. I say okay. We have some seat out here for our tables. Yes, so we have fully finished our floor plan layout. Here we have furnished the living room, the dining, the kitchen, the pantry, the common washroom, the guest bedroom, and also its washroom, plus also the study room, which is going to serve also as an office. For this layout, we are going to end there for today. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also turn on your notification for daily updates. I hope you learned something. Watch out for the next episode. Thank you. Stay blessed.